1,000-pound sisters. I don't think Amy's taking her arrest seriously enough. Has she made any changes? 1,000-pound sisters star Amy Slaton has struggled with the way things have been going in her life for quite some time, but after getting arrested for child endangerment and drug charges, I don't think she's taking anything seriously enough to improve her life after encountering such legal trouble. Throughout 1,000-pound sisters Season 7, it's become clear that Amy's life is going a lot differently than she expected it to. After marrying Michael Halterman and welcoming their two sons, Gage and Glenn, there were problems in their marriage that neither were able to address. They divorced in 2023 after years together. While Amy knew that she needed to focus on her children coming out of her divorce, there was a lot going on in her life that didn't have to do with her young kids. Amy's family issues, which typically revolved around Tammy's health during that time, were in full swing, and there was a lot of responsibility for the mother of two outside of her kids. Dealing with so much, many watched Amy as she appeared to fall out of control with her mental health on 1,000-pound sisters Season 6. Even with help from her family, things have been sour. Amy was arrested for child endangerment and drug possession. What was the outcome of the charges? Although Amy has been juggling a lot in the aftermath of her divorce, it's become clear that there was a big side of her struggles that 1,000-pound sisters viewers weren't seeing on screen. Throughout the last season of the series, Amy's had a hard time, but coming into 1,000-pound sisters Season 7, she quickly found herself on the wrong end of the law. Getting arrested for drug possession and child endangerment during a day out with her sons and partner, Amy had to face the consequences of her actions after being bitten by a camel and seeking immediate medical help. While Amy was looking for help with her injuries, she was placed under arrest and detained, which made things far more difficult for her moving forward. She was able to pay the $10,000 bond required for her to be released from jail after her arrest, but Amy still had to face the courts surrounding her charges. As it was clear there were some difficulties happening between Amy, her boyfriend, and the kids, Amy pleaded guilty for her charges when she appeared in court. Taking responsibility for her actions, Amy tried to move forward after the arrest without much more fanfare. Amy seems dismissive of her actions and choices. Her family also thinks she hasn't been taking the arrest seriously. While Amy was able to take responsibility for her actions by pleading guilty and following the court's orders, she's appeared to be incredibly dismissive of her actions on 1,000-pound sisters. Amy's been following along with what the court wants, but her ability to move forward without acknowledging what's happened has been strange. Throughout the current season of the series, Amy has appeared flippant and uninterested in the charges set forth against her, and she's struggled to understand what she did wrong. While her family has been concerned, Amy hasn't seemed to give much care about what's happened in recent months. After the Slaton family came together to intervene in Amy's life, talking to her about how serious her issues have become, it was obvious that she was the only person who appeared to be letting go of the difficulties she'd been facing. Instead of taking responsibility for her actions in a personal way that could potentially change her for the future, Amy pushed herself to bury her head in the sand. Instead of choosing to listen to those who care for her, Amy seems to be interested in ignoring everything and moving forward without trying to change anything at all. Amy is still with Brian. The couple recently announced her engagement. Although Amy and Brian Levorn have only been dating for a short while on 1,000-pound sisters, but the couple's relationship has already become a point of contention for her family and fans of the show. Brian and Amy's relationship moved incredibly fast, making it clear that she didn't pay much mind to what happened with her marriage or the depression that followed her second son's birth. While Amy was struggling prior to meeting Brian, it seemed like things eased up when she got into a new relationship, which is typically a fairly bad sign. The couple have shared their story. As Amy and Brian have gotten to know one another, the pair have been sharing more about their relationship on 1,000-pound sisters and social media. After dating for just a few months, the couple got engaged with Tammy and her girlfriend in tow during a visit to a haunted house. While the proposal was sweet, Brian and Amy's relationship moving so quickly is a major red flag for her, especially knowing that things in her life haven't been easy recently. Amy doesn't appear to be taking things seriously enough to slow down and move slowly in her new romantic relationship. Amy still has her kids. She shared a Mother's Day post. Although Amy and Brian's relationship has moved quickly, many have been curious about whether or not she'd be able to maintain custody of her kids through her legal issues. While Amy pleaded guilty to the drug possession and child endangerment charges, she was able to make a plea deal with the court system that allowed her to maintain custody of her kids on their terms. Sharing that she and her ex-husband Michael have a custody agreement in Instagram comments, it's clear that she's committed to ensuring her kids have relationships with both of their parents, but things haven't been easy. Amy's ability to move through the most harrowing situation she's ever faced without seeming to care about the consequences has been tough to watch on 1,000-Pound Sisters. Rather than admitting fault and taking responsibility in a way that makes sense for her, Amy has been flippant and casual about what's been happening in her life, making her family and friends worry along with the show's fans. Now that Amy's been able to move past the legal issues, her jumping into a relationship so quickly has been worrisome, and she hasn't appeared to care about her real problems on 1,000-Pound Sisters. 1,000-Pound Sisters Amy Slaton and Brian Scott Levorn introduce new baby amid shocking engagement. Amy Slaton from 1,000-Pound Sisters recently announced the arrival of her new baby with her boyfriend, Brian Scott Levorn, to whom she is now engaged. When Amy first appeared on 1,000-Pound Sisters, she was married to her high school boyfriend, Michael Halterman. Despite having 2 children together, the couple's relationship deteriorated over time as Amy felt overwhelmed by new responsibilities and a lack of support from Michael. Ultimately, they decided to divorce in late 2023. In 1,000-Pound Sisters Season 7, Amy's storyline has been progressing rapidly due to her fast-paced romance with Brian. Amy and Brian are excited to announce their engagement just 5 months after they began dating. They have also recently added a new member to their family. In a video posted by TLC, Amy and Brian officially revealed the news of their engagement, thanking their fans for their support. In the video, Amy even introduced her pet snake on camera as our new baby and jokingly added, "This is the only baby y'all gonna have." She explained that Brian initially proposed to her with a ring pop, which she thought was a joke. However, he later proposed to her inside the padded room of Henderson Haunt's haunted house in Kentucky, where she happily accepted. What Amy and Brian introducing new baby means for their relationship. Amy isn't in a hurry to have a baby with Brian. Amy is excited about the prospect of building a happy family with Brian, but she doesn't seem prepared to have a third biological child. When she first appeared on 1,000-Pound Sisters, her goal was to become a mother. Through her determination and discipline, she was able to lose weight quickly and undergo weight loss surgery soon after. Her weight loss enabled her to get pregnant and give birth to her sons, Gage and Glenn. However, the demands of motherhood proved to be overwhelming for her. Without much support from her husband, Michael, she experienced deep sadness. At times, Amy had to rely on her sister, Amanda Halterman, to help her care for her sons. Therefore, she seems to be cautious when talking about having babies in her relationship with Brian. While Amy may have accepted Brian's proposal within 5 months of dating, she isn't rushing into starting a family with him. By getting a pet, she seems to be testing Brian to see if he is prepared for future shared responsibilities, such as parenthood. Caring for a pet together can show how they support and communicate with each other in their daily lives. Our take on Amy welcoming a pet with Brian. Amy wants her connection with Brian to grow naturally. Brian appeared excited about having a new baby with Amy, but she clarified that they weren't planning to start a family immediately. She is approaching family life with more consideration, wanting to allow her connection with Brian to develop without the pressure of caring for a newborn. However, by referring to the snake as their baby, Amy and Brian have revealed the strength of their relationship. They are committed to each other and appear ready to face any challenges. Even though it isn't a human child, it symbolizes the creation of a life together for the 1,000-Pound Sisters couple. After watching 1,000-Pound Sisters, I think the Slaton family needs better boundaries. They're too close for comfort. 1,000-Pound Sisters focuses on the Slaton family, who all share a genuine bond with one another, but I think the family could use a few boundaries after seeming too close for comfort in the most recent stretch of episodes. While Tammy Slaton and Amy Slaton were originally the main stars of 1,000-Pound Sisters, things have changed as the show has continued along. Tammy, Amy, and their three older siblings, Misty Slaton, Chris Combs, and Amanda Halterman, have all come into the picture on the series, giving a better idea of what the family is like as an entire unit together. Throughout 1,000 Sisters Season 7, viewers have had the opportunity to see the family laughing together and holding each other accountable, even though it's just a few episodes into a long TV season. With Tammy and Amy working hard to maintain their weight loss, things are changing for both women, and their siblings are finding new ways to be supportive while still keeping them in check. As for the rest of the family, it's clear they're close as well, which has sometimes left me wondering where the line is. The Slaton family needs more healthy boundaries to keep them safe. The Slatons weren't always a close-knit family. They had some tough times. While the family is close-knit now, it's not a secret that they didn't used to have as tight a relationship. The Slatons weren't a close group when they were younger, even though they're all close in age. While all the siblings share a mother, there are a few different relationships that the Slatons came from. The eldest sister, Misty, has her own father, while the next two siblings, Chris and Amanda, share a father in the same way Tammy and Amy do. While their family tree is complicated, the siblings have learned to have each other's backs through the years. With the kids a bit scattered in their younger years, things could be tough in terms of them getting along well. The siblings had a hard time finding their groove as a group, but as they got older and learned more about being a family, they realized that being together was better than being apart. With Tammy and Amy always close and always the youngest, the rest of the Slatons' relationships appeared to fall in place over the years, keeping them in lockstep with one another no matter what the circumstances were. As they've gotten older, their connections have progressed. 1,000 Sisters has brought the family closer. The show's been helpful. Though the family may not have always been close, things have changed in recent years for the family behind 1,000 Sisters. Throughout the run of the show, the family has managed to find ways in and out of one another's lives, but have mainly gotten closer as a result of sharing the screen. While their fights and spats are more commonly shared with the world, now the Slaton family has less to lose in sharing with one another, which means they do so more now than they ever did in the past. The Slaton family has grown a lot closer. The family need better boundaries to stay close. They have to put safeguards in place. Unfortunately, in that closeness, the family has started to lack boundaries with one another when it comes to sensitive, personal information, as well as judgment and difficult behavior. While there's a lot of love between the siblings, they sometimes feel too close for comfort. Knowing everything about one another and having thoughts on every detail of each other's lives isn't always the most healthy, and understanding that is the first step to moving forward. While the Slatons need to be in each other's business from time to time on 1,000 Sisters, I think establishing some boundaries would improve their relationships. 1,000 LB Sisters. Amy Slaton shouldn't move in with her new boyfriend yet. They barely know each other. Amy Slaton's new boyfriend wants her to move in with him, but the 1,000 Sisters Season 7 star should pump the brakes before she does something impulsive. 37-year-old Amy has been known to be impetuous, especially when it comes to her love life. After several failed attempts, she recently jumped headfirst into a new relationship with an older man, and she's already taking it very seriously. Her new boyfriend, Brian Scott Levorn, already wants her to move in with him, along with her two young sons, and Amy is considering it. Amy has changed a lot over the last few years, and the 1,000 Sisters Season 7 star has really come into her own. When the unscripted series premiered in 2020, Amy was a newlywed. She and her then-husband, Michael Halterman, were eager to have children, but her weight was standing in the way. Amy had bariatric surgery, lost 125 pounds, and went on to have two sons before her marriage fell apart in 2023. Since then, Amy had dated several men, but things got way more serious when she started dating Brian. How Amy met Brian. Their eyes met from across a mosh pit. Amy met Brian in the mosh pit of a concert. She wasn't initially attracted to him, but Brian was so persistent that Amy eventually gave him a chance. The two have been inseparable ever since. During 1,000 Sisters Season 7, Brian asked Amy and her sons to move in with him. At 50 years old, Brian is much older than Amy, but he adores her. After dating for only a few weeks, they got matching tattoos that read, "Scary Love." Weeks after Amy and Brian started dating, the 1,000-Pound Sisters Season 7 star introduced him to her sons. The couple have celebrated several important milestones together, including Christmas and New Year's, as well as Brian's birthday. They've been spending a lot of time with her boys and acting like they're already a family. They even got arrested together after police found some marijuana in the car during a trip to the zoo. Amy has always been undercautious. Brian wants to have a baby. When it comes to romance, Amy has not always had her head on straight. After her 2023 divorce from Michael, Amy found herself in more than one failed relationship. Things do seem more serious with Brian, and they're even already talking about expanding their family. During the first episode of 1,000-Pound Sisters Season 7, Amy told her sister, 44-year-old Amanda Halterman, that Brian wanted her to reverse her tubes being tied so she could have his baby. "I really think he can be the one day." Amanda tried to urge her sister not to rush things. She warned her that it could take at least several months until someone's true nature reveals itself, but Amy wasn't listening. "I really think he can be the one day," Amy insists. Amanda quickly realized that there was nothing she could say to deter Amy. Her brother, 44-year-old Chris Combs, reacted just as badly to the news and begged Amy not to move in with Brian either. Her siblings know how impetuous Amy can be. Brian asked Amy to move in. She should think long and hard before uprooting her sons. During 1,000-Pound Sisters Season 7, Brian asked Amy to move in with him, along with her 2 boys. He argued that he has a bigger house and a pool, with plenty of property for Amy's boys to play on. Amy agreed to move in after getting Brian to promise to baby-proof the house well enough. Though Amy is happy with Brian, she's moving too fast. She should take her time to get to know Brian before she uproots her sons to move in with him. 1,000. LB Sisters Amy Slaton reaches jaw-dropping success without Tammy amid signs she's rushing her romance with Brian. After facing unexpected setbacks in the past, Amy Slaton recently achieved a remarkable milestone in her career as a 1,000-Pound Sisters cast member. Following her divorce from Michael Halterman in 2023, she wasted no time in moving on and re-entered the dating scene. While her initial attempts at finding love were unsuccessful, the 1,000-Pound Sisters Season 7 star eventually found her soulmate, Brian Scott Levorn. The couple quickly began discussing starting a family together within a year of dating. Despite their arrest in September 2024, Amy and Brian's relationship remained strong and only grew stronger as a result. Amy has been growing more confident since entering into a relationship with Brian, and now she's got an exciting life update. Most recently, Amy achieved an unexpected milestone, indicating that she could make a significant amount of money without the help of her sisters, Tammy Slaton and Amanda Halterman. The official Cameo leaderboard shows Amy in the 28th position, with a 4.5-star rating and almost 500 positive reviews on the platform. Amy's new achievement makes her the most successful Cameo creator from 1,000-Pound Sisters. It also makes her more famous than other TV stars like Jasmine Pineda, Sarper Guven, Big Ed Brown, Lisa Rinna, and others. What Amy's career achievement without Tammy means. Amy is looking to capitalize on her reality TV stardom. Amy's recent achievements in her career prove her increasing popularity and independence. As a mother of 2, she is dedicated to improving her lifestyle and securing a bright future for her 2 sons, Gage Dion and Glenn Allen. The milestone she achieved on Cameo indicates that she is no longer living in the shadow of her sister, Tammy. Amy has forged her own path to success, showing that she is making the right decisions. Additionally, her healthy romantic relationship may have contributed to her overall well-being and boosted her confidence, enabling her to reach new milestones. Becoming a top Cameo creator isn't the only significant milestone Amy has achieved in 2025. Over the past several months, she has taken substantial steps to cash in on her reality TV fame. Earlier in 2025, Amy hosted her first solo meet-and-greet event. She handled the event smoothly alongside her new partner, Brian. It's heartwarming to see Amy gradually expanding her horizons and challenging herself. It will be interesting to see what other accomplishments she will achieve in the coming months. With rumors of Tammy's possible exit from 1,000-Pound Sisters, Amy may secure her position as 1,000-Pound Sisters' main lead. Our take on Amy's growing popularity on Cameo. Amy appears eager to grow her savings again. It's amazing to witness Amy putting in the effort and earning a living. It's likely she is working diligently to rebuild the savings she lost in the past year. Amy faced massive financial setbacks when she divorced Michael. She even spent time